Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to my channel. I am going to do a quick video on Shai. I don't know how to say his name. SGA from OKC. I've stumbled across a video of his mid-range bump step backs. I'm curious to see it because I don't really know his game. If you guys, shout out to the other guy who told me about Jared McCain. That was pretty interesting. He's a nice little slow point guard. If you have any other people you want me to learn from, or you want to see me react to them, you can. But I'm just using this as a learning process and describing how I see the game. I'm kind of a no one, and I don't know if I know the game, but it's worked for me. So I feel like it's my duty to describe how I see it, and if you don't like it, then that's fine. But that's how I see the game. We're gonna go and get this started because Lakers and Golden State start in an hour and a half. Leave a comment down below of who you think's gonna win. This will be uploaded on the 5th of the 5th, so it should be up.
Busted up the alley-oop on Clint Capella.
Hawks went to the well again. Shai over clean look.
Oh wow, they got the misses on here too.
Just to know you can close out on a guy sometimes affects his shot.
Well, Shai's been going.
Pretty good free throw shooter. It's late in the game. Thunder will gladly take that.
Well, the Hawks.
They let him get away with it.
Caruso, excellent on-ball defender. Same spot. As Dragic in a chase man. And Shai bounces right off of Caruso. But Shai will settle in now to the half-court attack. Half strong, building a lead of 14. Up 8 after 1. Shai on the step back.
Okay, so I'm gonna be completely frank with you. If you're a bigger guard and you do this move, you're getting called for a charge. If you're a normal sized player and you do it on someone that's a lot smaller than you, you're probably gonna get a charge. I don't know if this guy's strong or not, but he might be light. And even though he's faster than the guy, when they recover, that bump is soft enough to keep them still on their feet, but give him enough space. But I'm telling you, if you're a bigger guard and you do this move, you're probably going to get a charge. Because he's extending his arm, but for some reason the refs are letting it go.
Cavaliers surging from 18 back to an 11. 7-0 run.
Like, that's a charge, bro.
La agarraron los Thunders, la ganó Alexander Laswell. Listening to Eleno do his
Shout out
work
to
here.
that.
Folks, he's been here a long time. You saw one of the best. One of 6 players in the league, averaging over 20 points a game and over almost 9 assists. One of the shots.
So he does, doesn't matter which side he goes. If he's driving left and you're on his right shoulder, he extends with the right arm. It looks like an extension to me, but I'm like, they're not calling it, so I don't understand why. And then he opens up and kind of brings his feet to a balanced position and then pulls up. And he's able to reset his feet by stepping back. So if you do that or move in one motion, you take the drive, doesn't matter left or right, you bounce hard with that outside hand, and you step to that side, but also kind of bump the player. You can reset and then have an easier jump shot or more open jump shot. Outside, reset. He uses his step back to get back. Bump, step back. He must be light. That mouse on the screen is annoying me. You can't say he's weak.
Plays really good defense. Hard to believe he's just a rookie, folks.
Shai, that's his first shot of the game. Right.
I'm gonna.
You can't say he's weak because he's in the NBA.
Gatorade behind me or something.
He's doing all right back there.
Yeah.
Bump. Bro, he gets that shit all the time.
Shot and shoots it with confidence.
Shai was taking the right read too.
If I'm doing this in a game, I'm getting called for a charge.
He got a quick foul.
See if Michael Malone goes back to Gordon.
Nice recovery, Austin.
Thunder have had them on the ropes this entire quarter.
Bro.
Shai.
A team to get that frantic energy that you want them to have.
See that defense shading over to Isaiah.
Not gonna lie. As a defender myself, if you know that the player's routine is that move, I'm probably gonna foul him and let him know that he's not gonna be able to do that move on me, or I'm gonna bump him first. Like either way, it's gonna be a foul. The ref's gonna call a foul on me because I'm initiating the contact. But if I know he's about to do that, and I think he gets away with it too because he probably has a couple other things in his bag, like they have to respect the three, they have to respect his drive. I don't know if he has a floater game or not, but he probably has a layup package. So they have to respect those two layers of his game, which allows him to create a lot more space when he does do that step back. But it looks like a gentle step back, but it's a move that he's practiced. So maybe he waits for that contact, then bounces off. But I swear that's a charge. Like that shit. It's a good move though. It's a move I do often. Yeah, see, that's clean. But there's some way he extends his arm and they let it play. You see? That's a little different. Inside shoulder. Extension behind the back. That's like Jordan's when he does game 6 on Utah Jazz and he drives to the right and he kind of does left or right? I think he goes left and he does that inside push on the hip. Same shit. Boom, but he goes behind the back. Ew. See that, his ankles?
And so it's Curry defending Shai, giving up a lot of size. Shai will shoot right over Jason.
To be able to get production like that from their defense.
Goes right into OKC on the defense. Curry is not afraid to give it up. Shai on the baseline.
Not just a small
He's a
sample
bit
size,
weak.
what you're seeing tonight.
You can see he's weak.
With Shai bouncing off of Wiggins again for the base.
He misses. So this is where your core strength comes in. You're gonna miss a lot more of those contact shots if your abs are weak. So get that core up. You can see that he knows the move. He knows how to initiate the contact. He knows what he's feeling. But sometimes his balance he's focused more on the balance and he doesn't get the right amount of power. So I bet you next year or every year he'll come back and he'll have a lot more core strength and those shots will start dropping a lot more.
Physical and smart in his ability to get to his spot. Just
and
like
then next once he does this and he has them in his pocket in terms of they have to know that move's going to come. They come back. He's going to have a hezzy in his pocket, and that'll be the counter on this counter.
And getting those 3-point shots, they were 5 of 9 from down the shot too.
You can see it's a little bit soft. He's a little bit weak.
Those 3 guys are all next to each other. Outside, very athletic, can beat you off the dribble.
They know too. This move's not going to last for him for another couple more years. Because they're just gonna put someone heavier on him, and they won't be able to guard him. Won't be able to do that move. Watch this, he'll do it on him.
Now Shai wants to attack Tyler Hero.
That's an extension.
When you're not in a crowd, boy, it's so easy to make that call for the officials.
I'm curious why he gets away with it.
Well, I think just moving the basketball. I mean, you have to do it because
this is Lopez on Giddy. He was dialed right into him.
Can't wait till Poku and the other 7-footer comes.
Bounces off him, tough fade away. Second quarter, Michael, he's got 15 points.
Well, and you know, they're doing a good job of just moving that basketball around. Guys making shots. They're still.
Ay.
Shai just
117.3. Celtics are on pace to be only the 3rd team to have a true shooting percentage above 60%. And part of it, Scout, to me, is the turnover rate. It's way down.
45 in regulation against the Knicks.
You can see that a lot of the players are more worried about his drive than his step back jump shot, and they want him to take that over over the drive. So, word to the wise: if you're a fast player, abuse that drive to the rim and keep getting it. Especially if you can beat that man every time, And then once they know to kind of do that, that's when you incorporate the step back. But until they can stop your layup, keep doing your layup, or just the quick one dribble pull up, because they can't stay in front of you. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Pull up, go too big, too strong. On the other end, a quick answer. Season. You go through a training camp together. And it's just a signature move.
I'm gonna stop that there before it gets too long. So basically, this move that he does, it works. But I'll tell you now, if you're a big guard, you're probably gonna get called for a charge quite often for that move, purely because of your size and momentum, and if you extend your arm, because he's extending his arm. Even if you only bring it like this, if you bring and don't extend out, you might get away with it a lot more often. But he's extending his arm out, and they seem to be giving it to him. So I don't know what's up with that. Thank you to Basketball Edits for that video. I'm gonna go through his page and see what that's about. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and keep watching. Peace.